What's going on YouTube, Twitch, and Instagram? We're going live with stream number 6 of the Sly Cooper 2, or Sly 2, Band of Thieves playthrough. In the last stream, we got to this portion. In this one, let's continue. If you want to see more like this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to join my socials. There's a link down below. Don't forget you can also support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month. If you're watching this on Twitch or on Instagram, don't forget to follow. Let's get into this. Hey Jade, hey Kim, how's it going? You guys okay? Right, so we got to this portion. Quiet. That's cool. What you cooking? Right, I has got bottles to find. So interesting. Uh-oh. Did not mean to do that. Let's just be safe. Okay, he's moving. That's fine. All right, let's go. I'm not doing too bad, Kim. You've been up to much today. Boom. Get wrecked. Let's have a little gander. Yeah, I don't think I'm making it out to that. I'd have to paraglide, I would assume. Beef and black bean sauce noodles and stir fry. Ooh, nice. Good stir fry mix sounds really good, not gonna lie. Do you like a stir fry? Can you not land on those? I'm assuming not. What about the ships? Not from there. Yeah, my day's been pretty good. Went to the chemist to get medication. The Morrisons. Oh, fair enough. How was your trip to Morrisons? Not too much. Emily's got some more bad family news, so I've been spending the day with Emily. We've been watching a show called Traitors. Trying to cheer her up a bit. So I don't want to say anything, it's not really my place to say, which is fair enough. I hear bottles. I will do. She'll probably pop in the stream at some point anyway. What the... Come here. Pick up anything interesting from Morrison's, or was it just your grocery shop? Because I know sometimes they have like other bits in there that are really cool. Right, I need him to turn around. Thank you. Right, we've got one. Why do we get the sneaking suspicion? Getting the bottles in this one's going to be an absolute nightmare. Oh, no. Well. That's cool, Eden. You okay? Let's take those off because I can't see. It's a shame because those like are really cool glasses, but just not right now because I can't see a darn thing. Also got to put both earphones on as well so I can hear properly. I know how he didn't see me, but you know what? Fair. Nothing? What's the point then? Right, there's a bottle on there. Uh-oh. Cancel. Oh! Crap! Alright, there's number 4. I will do, Jade. Don't worry. She's okay, don't worry. Like, physically, she's fine, so don't worry. Bits and pieces went through without eating, so I brought donuts and crap. Ah, fair. What kind of donuts? Can't go wrong with a donut. No Edge. I don't want to download an Edge update. Okay. Well, that went a bit better than I thought it was going to. I'm not going to lie. Right, there's a bottle over there. So that's fine. There's one on there as well. I can't see. Game? Dude. Thanks for the healing. Meow. It was okay. Did some shopping, came back and chilled under another bit. Ooh, how's that all going, Jade? Hey, gold. Grandma wants for the bakery. Oh, I've never had those. How good are they? Hmm. Oh yeah, Sapphire. Let's go. Okay, how many did you get in a pack? Meow. You have 5. That's not bad. I'm doing good, Gold. How are you doing, bro? How are you feeling today? Damn it, dude. Right, that's 8. Nice. Have you not been up to much? And they have a launcher right outside the shop. Yeah. Oh. Wait, I remember a while ago you said that they were building new shops near you, didn't you, though? This would have been, I don't know, a couple of months back? If I remember correctly, I could be wrong. Where is that coming from? Hello. Uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Run. That's not good. Run away. Oh, hello. Ow. Yeah, but they're still building them. This was right outside my house since I've seen something. Oh, okay. That's interesting. To be fair, like laundromats, laundrettes, whatever you want to call them, like they're pretty rare nowadays. You don't see them that much anymore because most people got washing machines. It's like near me, I only know of one. And even then, I don't think many people actually use it. Because there's no real reason to anymore. I mean, most people have a washing machine, like I said. The one near me, really only students use it. And that's because they can't fit, or some of them can't fit washing machines into their, like, temporary accommodation. Oh, come on! Oh, okay. I got a trophy for that. I popped a penguin out of a toilet and I got a trophy for it. You know what? Fair. All right, we're over a third of the way there. Your driver is pretty done at this point, and I've started building one nice farm home in The Sims, the way my save was supposed to be going, but nothing. Oh, that's okay then. I mean, at least you got it fixed. It's still really crappy that that happened, though, don't get me wrong, but at least you got it fixed, which is nice, so it could be worse. So, I mean, as long as you've pretty much got it fixed, that's all right. Oh, come on. Why is there every moose ever here right now? Leave me alone. Used for the heavy stuff. Right, quickly go and sell my loot. Nice. Right, okay, that's a lot more of the stuff done. Mostly used for heavy stuff that break. Home-owned washers. Oh, yeah, I can see that then. You know what I mean? I can see that. Like, it's just over here, most people just use washing machines, like their own ones, rather than going to, like, a laundromat. Oops. Oh! Nope. Doop-a-doo. Lame. 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 $15, we're halfway there. Let's freaking go. I'm down. It's not fixed. Let's create a new save file and start over, but I'm just going to build while it's buggy, but just as I thought. Okay. Yeah, it's still wild that that's like a problem with that game, considering, you know, how long it's been going. You would assume that, you know, EA would fix it. So that, you know, people wouldn't have to keep building new save files to play their stuff. Because every single time the developers go to release a new update, it, like, cocks everything up again. Like, what? Who does that? Ooh, medium nugget. Do I get ketchup with that? You know, sometimes as just a meal or a wee snack, like, you can't beat nuggets and, like, ketchup. Oh my god. Right. I remember how you get into the ice, because I don't remember how you hook into it. That's not it. Because I've got to get up here, and the only way I can think to do it is by getting on there, but I've got to hook into the ice and I don't remember how you do it. I guess the dragon is around here too, for some specific situations. I mean, we have a lot of dry cleaners over here, but that's for like stuff like suits and stuff that you wouldn't put in a washing machine. Like, that stuff you would want them to personally fix or, you know, make look nice. So that sort of stuff I get, but... I mean, yeah, to be fair, like, EA is a company that just does not care. Like, generally, as a rule, they don't give a toss. Ow! Ah! Bear! Ah! Run! Like, if the bear could not fudge cake me, that'd be great. 18. Woo! So what are you guys in the stream up to at the minute? Anything interesting? Oh my god. Right. It's actually quite funny as well, because like me and Emily were talking about this the other day. Like, and as my channel gets bigger on YouTube, like there'll be more and more chances that I'll be approached by companies for sponsorships and stuff. And we were talking because like there are certain things that I just would never sponsor because it's either stuff that I do believe is just shovelware, or it's stuff that I wouldn't personally either use or play myself. But like we were talking about this because like in the future, it's probably going to become a thing I need to figure out because, you know, as my channel gets more and more subscribers and viewers and stuff, like it's definitely something that I've got to consider, right? And like, it's funny because like I do see it all the time with a lot of partnered YouTube channels. Like the people that obviously own those channels will take sponsorships because of the money. Like I guarantee most of them do not even give a crap about what they're sponsoring. It's literally just a case of them to earn more money. Whereas I would want my sponsorships to be more than that. Like I would want anything I would sponsor, I would want to either be able to play myself, like I would want to play it, or it would be something that I think is a good product. So like, let's put it into perspective, right? So like you've got certain products like, let's say Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet's a big one. Like, I think the Ridge Wallet is decent. I do think it's overpriced, but for what it is, I think it's fine because it's a... This is bullcrap, I'm in a loop. Like, something like the Ridge Wallet I think is okay. Because that's something that pretty much anyone could use and get the benefit from. It's not just a select few things. But like, then I see other sponsorships and I'm just like, I don't think I would ever sponsor this. Purely because I wouldn't either play it or use it. I'm sorry I broke your toilet. Still see everyone being sponsored by G Fuel or Raid Shadow Legends. So G Fuel I get because like G Fuel is scientifically it has some like promise. Like it's scientifically it is good for you in the sense of a product that's healthier and full of protein so that you can then start transforming fat into muscle mass. Don't get me wrong, do I think it's the best product in the world for it? Probably not. But is it better than a lot of other products, what they claim to do? Yeah. As for Raid Shadow Legends, I probably wouldn't ever sponsor that. I wouldn't sponsor that myself, because it's not something that I would personally play. That's not something that I would specifically sponsor, or want sponsoring me, rather. The thing is, it's kind of funny too, because like, you know, a lot of people are like, well, every man has his price. That's the old saying, right? And I do believe to an extent that is true. Like, for me, so... Okay, Trainer, you've been around long enough. What's the one game I've said I will never, ever stream? Bang, right on the head. Final Fantasy 13. That's a game I've said I will never, ever in my live stream because I absolutely hate it with a passion. Like, it is unnatural how much I hate that game. Like, absolutely unnatural. Don't get me wrong, love Final Fantasy as a series. In fact, some of my favorite games of all time are Final Fantasy games. Big shout out to Final Fantasy X. My favorite personal Final Fantasy game. Love it. But if someone came into the stream and offered me £1,000 or $1,000 to do a playthrough of Final Fantasy 13, I would do it. Purely for that reason, I would do it. But it would have to be a substantial offer because it is a game I absolutely hate. Nice, what are you doing? What kind of soup? I'd be willing, like, Final Fantasy 13 too is a solid game. Like, I've played it through twice and it was a fun playthrough. Difficult, but fun. But I do believe the old saying that every man has his price. I do believe there is some truth to that. I actually believe there's a lot of truth to that. But for me, it would depend what it is. Like, it would really depend. It would have to be something that I can't say no to. And even then, depending on what it is, I would have to think twice, depending on what it is. Although, truthfully, that is me being honest. Like, in that situation, someone offered me $1,000 to do a playthrough of Final Fantasy 13. Would I do it? I would probably say yeah. I'm not gonna lie. And that's the beautiful thing you guys know about me, is I don't lie. Like, I give you the truth as openly, as honest as I can. And for me, I think it's very important. But, like, given that sort of situation, I couldn't lie to you. I would probably take it for the money. I'm not gonna lie. Our returns is all cool because of how the start system works, making you have to keep it again. Yeah, I mean, again, like, Lightning Returns isn't that great a game, but it's not bad. It's not as bad as normal 13. Like, it is not as bad as normal Final Fantasy 13, I will say that. It's not great, and it has a lot of problems, but it is better than Final Fantasy 13. But then again, I also think some of the worst games in the world are better than Final Fantasy 13. So... Oh my god, how did I not see that? Don't get me wrong, there are those meme-ified games that are obviously worse than Final Fantasy 13. Like, there are those meme-ified games, you know, like the Zelda CDI games. Yeah, they're garbage, they're full-on terrible. They should never have been made. But again, they're not like... realistically, they weren't meant to be good games by design, because they're not made by Nintendo. Or an affiliate of Nintendo. I have to go higher so I can see. It was just dishing up dinner. EA can get away with things like that because they're EA. And because The Sims is Simulation Empire thing is the case, yeah, again, there is. Console players fall to the wayside. This isn't a big issue for PC players because you can download a mod that can fix it in a second, but very set in the sim, but you can't do that on console because it's a mod. Even the YouTube players say that the modders keep the game going. That's crazy. It is crazy, to be fair, because for me, right, like, if the modding community is the thing keeping your game alive, then in my opinion, your game is dead. Because if the developers don't give a crap, then that's when the development of the game has ended. Like, obviously, they're still developing updates and stuff, but what I mean is, if the developers keep breaking it every single time an update is even planned, let alone released, that becomes a huge issue with the development team and the fact that they don't give a crap. Because obviously if they did, they wouldn't keep breaking the game every time something new was coming out. And it's a shame to see, really, because, you know, Sims is a game that a lot of people have loved for a very long time. It's been one of those things that I've played Sims over the years. I've enjoyed it. I played Sims 1 and 2 on PS2, loved them. I played Sims 3 on PS3, loved it. I've played Sims 4 on PS4, Xbox, and PC. And I got to admit, with Sims 4, I'm kind of underwhelmed because a lot of the features that are in Sims 4 were in other Sims games like Sims 1 and 2, and then again available through DLC downloads. It's bullcrap. I do think that The Sims is one of the biggest rip-offs in gaming history for that reason. Oh, ET on Atari 2600. Yeah, but to be fair, that is the inception of gaming. You've got to cut them some slack. Not many games from Atari were actually decent, because they were all either really, really bad copies of arcade games, or they were just original games that weren't that good in general. So I do give Atari some slack for that. Like, anything from that era, I don't mindlessly hate it because there's no reason to. That's not what I'm getting at, Gold. So what I mean is, so if your game has what I like to call, or supposedly like to call, infinite replay value, right? So in terms of replayability, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order doesn't have that much, neither does Jedi Survivor, because they're story mode games. There's no online compatibility. There's really, I don't think there's any DLC for them either, is there? So with single player games, it's very different, because with single player games, you play through the story, and if you want to play through it again to enjoy the story again, you can, and that's great. However, with games like The Sims, which are built around infinite replayability, in turns you can play it as much as you want because you can do all this stuff differently every single time. Think of it as like a randomizer that modders have created, right? So modders create randomizers for games because it's a new way to play. Now with Sims, the developers bake that in. So EA have gone, okay, this is what you can do with The Sims. You can play it so many different ways, so you can essentially infinitely replay the game, right? Now, because the developers don't give a crap, you're not really getting that infinite replayability value because of the way the game works, because of it being broken half the time. So because of that, it's essentially dead because the developers don't give a crap. For single player games, it's different because they're single player. You're only really supposed to play through and enjoy them once. However, I've done many single player games over and over again and enjoyed the crap out of them if they're good games. I hope that clears it up a bit. Love the game so much, but it's really starting to get on my nerves right now. They've leaked a re-release of Sims 1 and 2. I'm praying that comes to console. I'll go back to that. Oh, if they bring out Sims 1 remake, I might play that, because Sims 1 was my jam on PS2 back in the day. I loved that game on PS2. It was awesome. To be fair, I might do a playthrough of Sims 1 on stream, like PS2 version, I mean. At some point. What would you guys think of that? There's like $1,100 in DLC, crazy, with a vast majority of the content is DLC. That's my point. Like, it's just a cash grab at this point. Don't get me wrong, like Sims 3 was bad for it too. Like Sims 3, oh my god, like considering it was on like PS3 and stuff, it was on PC too, but considering it was on PS3, it had one of the biggest amount of DLCs I've ever seen in my life. And for what? For content that just wasn't worth that amount of money. It's insane. Hello. Right, I've got to go round. So, more like how you... Exactly, yeah. It's kind of like that. Like, it's kind of like, you know, every 2K game, so like NBA 2K, WWE 2K. The moment the new game comes out, that's it. The other one's officially dead because the developers don't want to develop anything for it, including security patches. I don't buy into the stuff like the 2K games because it's just like, you're going to buy it for, let's say, $60 to $70. Well, over here it's like £80. You're going to pay for it, and then in freaking, like, 2 months' time, it's already going to be half dead because they've done all their updates in the first week, and they're not cared about the rest of it. And people buy into this nonsense. I'm just sat there like, no. Right, we're missing one bottle. The patience for playing Sims. A lot of people don't, to be fair. Like, it depends on the kind of games you enjoy to play. Like, for me, I play a bit of everything, so, like, I don't have the best patience in the world, but I definitely don't have the worst. Like, I'm not that bad for patience. I can play a game that requires a lot of it. It's just if the game really pisses me off, then I'm just like, nah. But as a point as a gamer, I do play a lot of games and a lot of variety of them too. The thing is, some of the things are not even Sims 2. That's what I mean. Like, you're paying, like, let's say, you know, Eden was right earlier and there's $1,100 of DLC in Sims 4, right? Like, and you're not even getting all of the features that you got in previous games. What the hell are you paying for? I'm sorry, but if I'm paying that amount of money on DLC for a game that I love a lot of, like, I want to be able to get everything that was in previous games and more because I'm already putting money into it. And it wouldn't bother me as much, except Sims 4 wasn't always free to play. You know, for the first few years of its debut, you had to pay for it. So, like, people already then paid £60, $60, whatever on top, just for the simple thing of not playing it, you know, 4 years later, because it was paid free to play at the time. What? That's mad. That's bonkers. I think for years, the only live service game people really want. It's sad though, because like there's a lot of franchises back in the day that EA made or made games for, and they were really fun. Like one of my favorite GameCube games, I've never even played it on stream, probably never even mentioned it, but one of my favorite games on the GameCube, it's in my top 10, is a game called GoldenEye Rogue Agent. Really solid James Bond game, like solid game. I enjoy the crap out of it, like especially in like local multiplayer. Oh my god, that game in local multiplayer is amazing. Like, I love it. It's great. But like in the past decade, EA have gone way downhill. Like, I'm not kidding. The only EA game I still play to this day, at least somewhat recently, is Apex Legends. That's it. And that wasn't even made directly by them. It was made by Respawn, which is a developer they own. So I'm down for you playing it. You got herbs? I really want them to re-release that so bad. I do have herbs. Yeah, I've got that on the GameCube, so I could play that on my Wii. Hello. Let's go. 30 bottles. Banging. We got them all. Only took about 30 minutes. I will take that. Where am I going? Oh, yeah. Up there, ain't I? Cool. Let's go. For also had a members pass that you paid monthly, like $15, I think. Damn, really? Yeah, EA used to be one of the few companies that cared about consumers. They did back in the day. Like, you know, we're talking like PS2 era, GameCube era, like even Xbox 360 era. Like, they weren't even that bad then. But then as soon as like PS4 and Xbox One came out, that was it. EA were just like, haha, all the money, none of the game. What's the friggin' point? Like, it's madness. Absolute madness. The problem as well is, like, a lot of the time, you've got developers nowadays that don't give a crap. What am I supposed to do? Oh, I've got to take photos. Crap. Gotta go back this way. Points, I need to make you do that one. When they fully focus on dishing out basically the same sports game every year with slight change. That's the thing. Like, that's the way Call of Duty was becoming. And you know what? I will give Xbox, well, Microsoft credit for this. So, of course, Microsoft now owns Activision. who own stuff like Call of Duty, right? So they stopped a year of Call of Duty and spent a couple more years developing this one. And to be honest, Black Ops 6, great game. Honestly, it's a solid Call of Duty game. I didn't think I would ever say that again in my life after Black Ops 3, but legit, absolute solid game. Like, absolutely solid. Like, Zombies on Black Ops 6 is so fun. The multiplayer is decently fun, especially Prop Hunt. Prop Hunt's, like, great fun. I will take Prop Hunt. Prop Hunt's awesome. But, like, just all that stuff is just great. Like, it's fun. And it's nice to actually have a fun Call of Duty game again. Like, I will give them credit. They actually, because basically what Microsoft keep doing now is with the developers they bought, like, they were like, here's infinite money. As long as you make us money on the return, we're cool. Like, that's what basically Microsoft has been doing. It's just giving developers infinite money to create games. Isn't the only... I mean, if you want to do that, Jade, you go for it. I'll get to it, you know, at some point. I'll leave that up to you. They're your points. I'm not going to force you to. Isn't the only problem with Black Ops 6 that it takes about 500 gigabytes of storage? That is the only issue, yes. The fact that you do need an absolute mountain of storage to actually install it. But that is the only real problem I have with it too, because, like, you know, the only console I've currently got that can store it is my Xbox Series, and it's a lot of storage to get rid of because you can't put that on an external drive, not unless it's an SSD, and I don't have that. So it has to go on my internal storage, and that eats up 300 gig of it, which is not nice. I gotta admit, that's not a lot of fun. So where am I going then to do this? Have I got to go on the actual ramp itself? Oh, crap. What? Dude, how close have I got to get? Ow. Lame. Well, that depends, Jade. So, which one is it you wanted me to do? Seriously, Bentley? You sent me that way earlier on, and then you're just gonna send me back? Why couldn't I just do that earlier and then take the recon photos? What was the point? So for something like herbs, hang on, because at some point soon I need to look at my Twitch point redemptions anyway, because I need to edit a few and add a couple more new ones on, because there's a few new ones I want to add. Because I'm now getting to the stage where people are just hoarding points and not spending them, and I'm just like, well, you guys want me to do stuff, like, you spend your points. But give me a minute, Jade, and I'll check. Leave me alone. Go away. Some games need to start finding ways to downsize their game folders. 500 gigabytes is absolutely ridiculous. I feel it's mostly due to the shit like a ton of 2K and 4K and below textures all being sorted on a game with insanely high detail models, which they could like to go back in a bit too. Well, that's the thing, but the issue then you've got, Eden, is a lot of people care too much about the quality of the game. Like, even if they play in 1080p, they care too much. Like, put it like this, right? So my system, I've got a mid-range system, like a Ryzen 7 3700X, 32 gigs of DDR4, an RTX 3060 12 gig, and I could easily run pretty much all my games in 1440p. And I have a 1440p monitor, but I don't. I run my games in 1080p at absolute most. In some of them, I even cut back to 720p to get maximum performance that I can get. I don't understand people's obsession with getting, like, 4K, 120 frames per second. I really don't get it. It is so pointless. Like, it is like the dumbest thing. I'm not kidding. I'm saving all my points because I'm a hoarder. Fair, Kim. Speaking of EA, they just announced their Lunar New Year sale. Oh, God. No. What have they put on offer, quote unquote? I was waiting to see, waiting to do a randomizer, but you didn't. Hellseed. But then you didn't. I think that was traumatic enough for you. I mean, that's fair. Like, Hellseed was definitely traumatic. I'm not gonna... You know, I've still got flashbacks from that. I'm getting PTSD all the time. I'm not kidding. Like, since the Hellseed, I've had no desire to play OOT or MM. Like, absolutely none. I think, I'm not gonna lie, I think those actually broke me a bit. Like, I legit, honestly, just... Oh, I've got to capture Jean as well. Lame. Oh, yeah. Right. Right.
You got it in you. Those lumberjack games need some more competition, eh? What would attract the participants? Bullseye. I'll post the Clockwerk talent.
So, Jade, I would do it under custom game series, which is the 60k, because it's going to take a few streams for me to get through it.
I'm gonna win just like every other year. Oh, yeah.
Give me a saving one for Just Dance. Fair. I haven't been around enough to restock my points. Okay, point roll call. How many channel points have you guys got? I have a buddy who is all about running things as high as they can go. He refuses to play older games or games that don't look like they've been made in the last 4 to 5 years. See, that's just ignorance. Why wouldn't you want to play a really good game that's older? Because some of the best games of all time were from like 20 years ago.
We'd be fools not to participate in his lumberjack games. Fortunately, due to frequent avalanches, a log chopping guy...
So Jade's just cashed in for herbs, so I will get to that. Next week is going to be randomizers, because it's been a while since I've done different randomizers. In fact, I've got a new one starting next week. I will do herbs once I'm done with Sly 2, if that's okay.
To sneak aboard without incident, I'd recommend we pull a Trojan horse and stow away inside the battery. However, the location of the device is still a mystery.
Of their new games, Dragon Age The Veil Guard is $36 and Jedi Survivor is $18. Well, if you own Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, you can just play Jedi Survivor, so that's no issue. And Dragon Age The Veil Guard, I mean, I've heard it's okay, but I don't think it's still worth $36. 220,000 to getting there, fair. 6.3k for gold, 4.3k. I don't catch streams much anymore because the time normally clashes with D&D stuff. I'm doing it. Can't catch them when I can. No, that's cool, dude. To be fair, in the next month there will be schedule changes again for my stream. I don't want to say right now why, but there is a reason for it. But I don't want to announce anything else yet. That will come when it comes. That announcement. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm not like dying or anything. So don't worry. But I want to make that announcement at a later date. There's a reason for it. Just cashed in for that and still got 57.5k. Well, I mean, like, you know, that gets you pretty much another custom game session, or game series rather, by the time your herbs one's done. Because with herbs, I have to set a definite endpoint. That's just the way it kind of is, because I can't just keep it going indefinitely. Because I know with herbs you can. I've played it through before. Technically, it is a Sims game. It can go indefinitely. There is, again, I've got to figure out a definitive endpoint for it. There is a reason for the schedule changing happening soon, but I can't go into it yet. 4 games are 4 dozen. Those again. What are the Spore games? I've never even heard of those. Match tags from the Bears. Okay. Where are we going? Lame. I can't see, game. Stop locking my camera. Dude, what is this camera? Thank you. What the heck? Just lock the damn thing, why don't you? Stupid game. Oh, diabolical. Snatch tags from the bears. Well, that's a bear. What do you mean snatch tags? I don't get what he means. Snatch tags. I went near the bear, nothing. The bear's not marked. There's the safe house. Nothing's marked. What do you mean snatch tags from the bears? Oh, so as long as you just visit all the stops, I'm good. No, that's cool. I just wanted to obviously make you aware of that because it is a game that technically can go indefinitely. And I don't want it to go indefinitely because there's other things I need to play. Not to mention I would get very bored. So I wanted to make that abundantly clear. But what do I do? There's no actual thing. How do I tag the bears? Snatch tags from the bears. I don't get what that means. The games where you start as a cell and grow into a creature of your design. Oh. Doesn't even sound that good, to be fair. Hey, Jacob, how's it going, dude? You okay? Although, it does sadden me to say this, when I do the herbs, I'm going to have to turn the music off. I'll have to put my own music in the background or something, because the music will get me copyright striked. Because even the main theme of that game is made by the Black Eyed Peas. So that's a game where I'm going to have to turn the music off. Unfortunately. Oh my god, do one. Oh, bye-bye, ducky. Oh! Nope. Nice one, Jacob. You've been up to much. What? Ah! I don't get what the game wants me to do. Haha, you can't get me. You can't get me. No, that's cool, just so you're aware of that too, because obviously I don't need to be copyright striked. That's definitely not good. I was first making a point was I was spamming him with custom game series, because each time one game ended, I stocked up with another for another. You did, yeah, this would have been 2020, gosh, during the pandemic. Like, because back then I streamed all the time, because I didn't really have anything else to do. It was like, you either stream or do nothing, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll stream, because there was really nothing else to be doing. Couldn't go anywhere, couldn't do anything. So, like, at that point, I'm just like, I'll stream all the time, because screw it, why not? And I'm gonna have to look this up, because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I genuinely don't get what the game wants me to do. I'm so confused. I don't get it. Ah, crap. Thank you. Fly to match tags off bears. Oh, thank you. Right, crawl into the bear cave below. Right, hang about, because the game isn't giving me much to go from here for location-wise. Pulling me in for a co-op game series sometimes because everyone was stuck with nothing to do. Basically, yeah. Like, it got to a point where, like, everyone had nothing to do, so it was just like, oh, I can just co-op with people for a while, because they're not doing anything anyway, might as well. Plus, it was a bunch of fun anyway, to be fair. Like, the co-op series we were doing were really fun to do. I can't deny that. That was so fun. It was chill. Right. So, job beacon's located near the sawmill. So, where's the beacon then? 'Cause I'm not seeing one. This would be the sawmill. On top of a small cabin next to it. Use the tie ropes nearby or on the log ramp to reach it. I'm so confused. What the? Lame. I'm playing with my brother on my party 3. Oh, nice. How's that going? What am I doing? Launch tags from the bears. So bear cave bugging. But there's no beacon. So where am I going? There's no beacon. I had no idea where to go. Oh yeah, God, that was the one on the original Mario Brothers that allowed us to play co-op. That was a lot of fun. It was hard, but it was a lot of fun. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going because the game isn't telling me. Have a look on a video or something, because this is stupid. Like, I genuinely can't see where I'm supposed to go because the game isn't telling me. So on there. Right, so according to this, there should be a marker there, but there isn't one on my side. Or if there is, it's not going into the sky. Oh, nice one. She just started. It's pretty good. Okay, cool. See, according to this, there should be a marker for me here, and there just isn't one. So, I don't know what on earth I've done wrong, but there should be a marker on here. And there isn't. I'm going to save and quit and just see if that refreshes it and there's an issue with the game or something. Also how we learned Coliseum XD Sonics never work. They can work, they're just difficult games. Like, they are very difficult games. They can work perfectly fine. They're just hard. Oh, see, now they're showing up. What the heck is this? Must have been an issue with the game. Dumb. Don't you just love when the game bugs out? Oh yeah, should we get some copyright-free music in the background though, please? Yeah, can do. Ah!
The wild bears in the area have been tagged with radio tracking devices. If you can snag enough of them, we should be able to set up a receiver array around Jean Bisson's house.
I'm always up for bugging someone's home.
The first step is crawling into that bear cave and stealing the goods.
I'm on it.
Right. But once again, I don't have a marker after this point. Yeah, once again, the marker's gone. Oh, it's in there. Well, why doesn't the game tell me that? Such bullcrap. One thing I don't understand though, a few of the Sims streamers I watch won't play Sims 4 music for obvious reasons, but they can play Sims 2 music. Why is that? Because Sims 2 is now freeware. Because the game is no longer available for public purchase, it then becomes free domain. So you can play Sims 2 music absolutely fine. But so much bad starting, Love Coliseum. You kept getting bad starters and we never got past Mirror B. No, we didn't. Like, the starters I got were terrible. Ah! Oh, well. Don't step on the ice. I'll wait for it to open its mouth so I can yank it. There we go. A little bit close, but it's fine. Alright, radio transmitter again. Not going that way. Okay, no, we're going up. Ah? Well, there's no way I can get on there, so there must be another way for me to go. Oh. I'll go that way. Okay. But no, with the games like that, Trainer, it's extremely difficult to do a Nuzlocke on, purely for that reason. Just because it's like, it's a situation where, like, the game itself is so naturally difficult anyway, that any kind of challenge run would be hard. Like, even with the base game, like, just let's say going through with just Umbra and Espion, I've done it before, but it was a really rough playthrough because of not having any kind of major type advantage a lot of the time. It's doable, it's just hard. Just play against it, especially since I could stream my side to you. Yeah, true. It's definitely something we could look at doing. Does that mean if they do re-release it, you can use the music? Depends. So if they remaster the tracks, the original tracks would still be viable because it's still freeware. Come on. Thank you. No. That's completely fair. If you don't know, you don't know. You know what I mean? The thing with freeware is it's very difficult sometimes to gauge whether or not it's truly freeware, because a lot of the time there's like specific things in place, like specific laws or specific rules that state that something can and can't be freeware at the same time. So it's completely understandable, especially if you don't know anything about the topic, that you're not going to know anything. So I wouldn't feel, you know, bad about not knowing. A lot of people wouldn't know that. It's like a lot of PC games from years ago technically aren't piracy if you download them, because they're no longer publicly available for purchase anywhere. And when that happens, it then becomes freeware. At which time downloading it means nothing. Like, you can't get done for it.
Head outside and I'll fill you in on the next step.
Bang it. Got it. Let's go. Yeesh. It can go, but it depends on the song. So the only ones I know that will do it are Dearly Beloved, Sanctuary, Simple and Clean, all versions of Sanctuary, all versions of Face My Fears, and weirdly, the Xehanort boss music in Kingdom Hearts 3 will do it. Weirdly. All of the boss music you're fine, all other music I believe you're fine, but like for those specific tracks, not so much. Although again, don't know why. Bit weird. But no, like sometimes with music, it's a weird thing. Like some of it can just get you audio blocked on Twitch. Yeah, on YouTube, you're fine. It's honestly weird. It's the weird thing with copyright as well, because it's not actually Square Enix causing that copyright to happen, it's Twitch. So Square Enix have certain copyrights in place, so they do uphold the copyrights for stuff like Sanctuary, because of course it is an official release song through Square Enix. That's fine. They don't want people pirating it, and they don't want people misusing it. I get it, because, you know, it's the same sort of thing with any other real-life track that's not based on a game, or rather wasn't specifically created for it, because it is its own track in Japan. But, like, it's one of those weird sort of scenarios where the company has to protect their asset. I totally get it. Like, that's something that I can respect. But sometimes game soundtracks, like ones that shouldn't get you done for copyright, do. And it's wild. Like, the other day I uploaded a video of... I've started uploading my 8-bit remix tracks on YouTube, on my YouTube channel. And one of them got a copyright strike on it, which is Sweden from Minecraft. So the track is called Sweden. It's like the main tune that everyone knows from Minecraft. Of course, I created an 8-bit track. I did this years ago. It's one of my backup ones, like one of my older ones, and uploaded it. And it got a copyright strike, and I'm like, oh, okay. Doesn't affect my channel, thankfully. I just have to share revenue with the creator of the track, which I guess is fine, but at the same time, why was I not notified ahead of time that that track can cause that kind of copyright? It's mad. Considering they're obviously non-lyrical, because Minecraft. Madness. Well, did not mean to do that. I went the wrong way and he's on top of the sawmill. Oh, honestly, it is such a grey area. Like, it's very difficult to know all of this stuff. Like, I only know a lot of it through past experience. Like, I've had Twitch VODs muted. I've had YouTube videos, entire videos muted in the past. Not on my main channel now, but on, like, older YouTube channels that I owned. Like, it's honestly nuts. It's a lot of information, and a lot of people just don't know it, especially smaller content creators And being realistic, why should they need to know it? Because a lot of the time, they're not really going to care. The only time you should really care is when you get monetized, because that's when it can get affected. Openings make a little sense, but the final zone of boss range is weird. I know. Like, I know that that's weird. I don't get it too. It's not Square Enix doing it. It's the automate systems on YouTube and Twitch. It's mad. The only platform I know for a fact will not copyright strike you for any of it is Kick, but that's because Kick doesn't really have rules. Like, they don't until they do. So, like, with platforms like Kick, you know, it's definitely housed to a bunch of controversial figures and a bunch of spaces. Like, for example, people like Jack Doherty, he were on there. I can't stand him either. I think he's a right douchebag. But I can't stand him much either. But, like, you know, other people like Aiden Ross, who, like, partly owns the platform, I believe, not really a fan of his either. Like, a lot of people that are controversial are just on Kick. It's why I don't stream to Kick anymore. Because I can't deal with that kind of toxicity. It's just mad. Like, it's genuinely mad. Like, I will never stream to that platform again for that reason. Because it's just, I'm not down for it. How does it work if you use it all when you start out, but let it get monetized? You just have to go through everything and remove it all? Essentially, yeah. So, like, when I got monetized 19 months ago on YouTube, I can't believe it's been almost 2 years. Like, holy crap. But, like, when I got monetized 19 months ago, I had to go back through a bunch of my old uploads and either mute sections, remove sections, or completely demonetize the video because I couldn't use it. So, like, as soon as I got monetized, I got informed through YouTube content how which ones I couldn't have monetized for different reasons. Some of them I was able to dispute and got them monetized because they didn't break any copyright rules or anything. But some of them to this day are still demonetized because I cannot monetize them through different reasons. So I've got about 800 videos on my channel. That's including like live streams and everything. I've got about 80 of those that are not monetized currently because they can't be. I think it's about 80. Why so many games that 20 have had the stream mode option? Yeah, just for copyright alone. Like Kingdom Hearts 3 has it. Because it blocks, so they replace the tracks with friendly versions that will not get you copyright struck. It's mad. Like, they're versions that can't get you in trouble. It's crazy, though. Like, that's the thing a lot of people don't get, is the amount of rules that are in place for becoming a content creator. There's a lot of rules. There's a lot of things you have to follow, and if you don't follow those rules, you're going to get in trouble.
There's no way for you to get up there. Hide out in this barrel while I send in Sly to steal the head.
Ew.
Sly, if you can get the stuffed moose head without being detected, Furry should be able to join the RC Combat Club without raising any suspicion.
Okay. So we're gonna get the moose head. Fine. But honestly, there are just so many rules, so many regulations that you have to adhere to. And this is the thing, like, a lot of people look at content creators, like, look at some of the bigger ones, you know, and think it's easy money. It's really not. Like, there is a lot of stuff you've got to be conscious of. There's a lot of stuff you've got to learn. There's a lot of stuff you've got to know. And you're going to make mistakes. Like, you're going to make a lot of mistakes in your time. Trust me, I've been there. I've done them. Dude. Lame. Thank you. Dude! My god. The first Sonic Spider game didn't have it, and then every subsequent game has had it as an option you can turn on. Yeah. I understand why Sims 4 doesn't have that. They fully run off the backs of their community of streamers and YouTubers yet don't have stream playing music. That's the thing. Like, you would think that they would. Solely because of how big the community of streamers and content creators is for the game. But they don't. It's mad. I mean, it's cool they're on sale, but I just listen to them on YouTube. Like, just download YouTube Music. Whoa! Oh, that's lame. Lame. Oh, sorry. I'll see you around. That's cool, Eden. Catch you later, bro. Have a good D&D sesh. I was mad, but also understanding when an AI cover I made it for personal use. Figured out why I don't like copyright before I went public. Yeah, like, that's the thing, and it's the beautiful thing I do. So, before any of my videos actually go live, they go unlisted. I upload them unlisted so that if there are any issues before they go public, I can address them. So, like, the Sweden one, I couldn't do anything about. It's the track I had made for the video, didn't have time to do a different one at the time, so I left it as it was, purely because I didn't have the time to create another track. Or at least I didn't have the time, rather, to look through my backlog and pick a decent track that might get some traction. Because I can't use every single 8-bit track I've ever made, because a lot of them are just for obscure games that no one's even heard of. Or the games that people just don't care about. So at that point, what is the point, right? So, like, for me, it makes no sense. Now, in terms of other things, like, say, for example, that AI track you made, Jacob, like, that's the reason it what, do you know what track it was? Sorry, like, what's the track? Can't see game, thank you. This game is such a hog when it comes to... Sorry, I've got to quickly do this. Might as well pickpocket. What? I know fighting with a guard fails it. Oh, that's lame. Dude. Sag. And that'd be why. So that would be why it got instantly copyrighted. Because of what song it is in the lyrics. So the lyrics were picked up by the algorithm. The algorithm then perceived it as a copyright strike infringement worthy thing, so it caused a copyright to happen. So, like, a lot of the time, if you get hit by copyright on YouTube, it's not like a instant, like, oh, you've got, like, this is your first of 3 warnings. A lot of the time, it won't even impact your channel. What it will do is it'll either demonetize the video if you can monetize, or you will split the revenue with the original holders of that copyright. Now, the thing is, when something like that happens, you can dispute it. So with the Sweden track, I've left it undisputed because there's no real reason for me to dispute it. Because the people that have put the strike, the copyright request in, are the people that own the game, which is Mojang. So fine, whatever. I accept that. I'm the one who created the track. I uploaded it, so it's my issue. That's absolutely fine. I have no ill will towards them whatsoever. So cool. As it pertains to, like, a couple of my other videos, I've had to dispute them. So, like, I've mentioned this before on stream, this was ages ago, though, that one of the playthroughs I did on YouTube would have been a year and a half, no, it would have been longer than that. Ooh, it would have been about 2 years ago, around the time I became a partner. So I did a playthrough of Ratchet & Clank, the PS4 remake of the original. And for whatever reason, every video as I uploaded it got hit by copyright by this weird, I think it was a Brazilian or Mexican company that had nothing to do with the game whatsoever, but they manually put in copyright strikes to claim the revenue. Oh God.
Steer with the left analog stick and hold down the X button for gas. After you collect the fallen ammo, press the square button to fire its turret.
Okay.
Here's a pro tip. You can only aim the turret while you're stopped.
Okay. Interesting. Oh! This is lame. I can't do anything. I'm stuck. Ah! What is this? Ow. I'm gonna die. I'm doomed. Dude. I couldn't do anything. You get hit and that's it. You're donezo. Ow. Because look at this. It knocks you over and then you can't move. Lame. I can't move. I'm stuck. Also, what are these controls? This is by far the worst minigame so far. Holy crap. You can't control and then you get absolutely annihilated. What's the freaking point? Dude, the controls feel like they're inverted. Why? Like, why are the controls inverted? What is this nonsense? That was long ago, Jade. Oh, that's bullcrap. It starts with ammo. Nah. I don't start with ammo. No, this is some bullshit. And it has flamethrowers. What is this nonsense? Oh my God, these controls are horrible. Welp. Rip. I can't move. Nah. Lame.
You won, eh?
There.
But I ain't got no money. That might be okay. It all depends. Depends on what? On whether or not you know the location of the Northern Light battery. Oh, well, I guess I owe ya.
All right, Murray mission complete. It was a bit sucky, but it was okay, I guess. Could have been worse. Right, does that make us done with the Murray part? Okie dokie. So whose mission's next? Sly. Okay. But like, it's honestly, like, when it comes to copyright and all that stuff on YouTube, Twitch, whatever, it is such a weird subject. Like, it's such a weird topic because a lot of people don't understand how it works. And even I sometimes don't. I'll upload a video in Enlisted and be like, oh, this has received a strike for something. I'll look and it's either one of two things. Either a specific track in that game has caused an issue, or it's to do with some company randomly putting on a copyright claim so they can claim the monetization from it. That happens all the time. It's such a bullcrap tactic, but it works for a lot of people. A lot of people won't even dispute it. I do, depending on the dispute. Like, if it's something I know for a fact I've not done wrong, then I will dispute it. If it's like, let's say, a company who are just like, oh, I've uploaded a random OOT video and they've claimed the copyrighted soundtracks. Like, if Nintendo would put in that claim, fine. But if it's some random company I've never heard of based out of, like, Guatemala or whatever, no, of course I'm going to dispute it, because there's no reason I'm not going to. Do you guys get what I mean? Jacob gets it so much he put question exclamation mark %. That's how you know you understand.
Sly, I've detected what appears to be an ancient guide to log chopping that might be useful for the lumberjack games. Unfortunately, it's frozen deep in an ice wall.
How are we supposed to get to it? Wait for more global warming?
That is
Like, that's how you know someone understands it.
used to cut through petrified logs. If it could be bounced out that window, with your help, I should be able to harness its energy to melt the ice wall and free the book.
How do I redirect that thing?
There should be a switch on the other side of this wall. Throw it and then head outside.
Like, honestly, the world of like copyright and all that sort of stuff is such a wild, wild world. Like, a lot of people really don't get it going into content creation at all, especially depending on the kind of content you make as well. It's like, before I became monetized, I did a couple of reaction videos to songs. Now, I take a massive issue with React content in general, because I do feel like it doesn't add anything to the original creator. However, since what I was reacting to was music, one, if it's a good song, people are going to go listen to it anyway, and if they've come across my reaction, it means they've already heard it and want to see what other people think. But two, I can never monetize those videos, so I can't take any money from the original creators, because any money from those videos will go straight to the original creators of the songs, because again, copyright. So those videos are either not monetized because it would block anyway, or the revenue's being sent straight to the creators of the song. Which is absolutely fine, because I don't own those songs, therefore I'm not going to try and claim the copyright for them. That's totally fine. Like, I don't take any issue with that. However, it's like React content in the sense of like just reacting to another YouTuber's videos. I won't do that, because it's stealing their content. You are literally just stealing their content, adding no value. Like, one of the biggest examples of this is SS Sniper Wolf. Like, she has built her whole career at this point of reacting to people's TikToks and basically adding nothing to the video. Like, she'll literally just sit there, react to it, and then that's it. There's no added value. It's like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy, isn't it? And that's literally all she'll do. And I'm like, are we kidding? Like, you're literally stealing other people's hard work for what, your own profit? Like, it's mad. Crazy.
Now, to get that laser pointed at the ice wall, you'll need to alter its direction with the crystals I put in your pouch.
I see. I just walk to where the laser stops, place a crystal, and it'll bounce the beam to a new position. That log chopping book is as good as ours.
But what do you guys think to the stuff we've spoken about so far? Like, do you understand where I'm coming from? What your own opinions? Because I'm interested to get your guys' opinions, to be fair. Oh! You know, some YouTube videos are exception though. Videos when people to react to are fine to make reaction videos too. That's different. So like stuff like try not to laughs, fine. Those kinds of videos are expected for people to do reaction videos too, in the sense of that's what they are made for. But like, okay, let me give you an example, right? So one of my favorite YouTube creators is a channel called Kurtzkazat. They made like really interestingly good animated theory videos of like what would happen if so and so happened, like what would happen if all the continents on Earth were joined as one, that kind of thing. they make really good original videos, and content creators like XQC, for example, one of the biggest streamers on Twitch, has in the past reacted to his videos, and the second that Kurzgesagt put in a copyright strike because it's their content and he did not ask for permission, Kurzgesagt, the channel won the claim, but then he kept reacting to their videos. He'd have to keep doing it. In the end, he gave up because he didn't want to keep putting in stuff like that because it takes a whole bunch of time and energy to put in the copyright claims. It's absurd. Like, literally just stealing someone else's content for profit is one, low effort. There's no effort involved. You just sit there and go, oh, wow, that was good. Add nothing to it, and then you just claim all the revenue. It's bullcrap. Especially considering that a lot of the original people, you know, work hard to make those what they are. I totally agree with your action content. See, if they added to it like information, jokes, snark, etc., that's different. I've added their stuff to it, and oh, hang on, sorry, I'm gonna get absolutely ganked if I don't hurry up. 1 second, I will read the rest of that in a minute. Doo-ba-doo. Okay, this is getting dumb. How many times have I got to bounce this laser around? Holy crap. They're munching a bag of crisps going, wow, over and over. That's insane. They can... Exactly. Like, you don't think people would be able to monetize that, but they can. It's crazy. Nope. No credit was given. No credit was given, no apology, no nothing. That's fine, Jacob. That's your opinion. I'm not gonna disapprove of your opinion because that's your opinion. You know what I mean? Like, that's got nothing to do with me.
I've never seen such a majestic creature. So full of life.
No, it's fine, dude. Like, it's one of those things where, like, I just don't agree with it because for me, like, especially videos like that probably take weeks, if not months to do, you know, and stealing someone's hard work that they've created for. Because the thing is, right, let's look at it from this point of view. So let's say, I don't know, a streamer has 30,000, 40,000 viewers in their stream, right? And they reacted to, let's say, one of Kurzgesagt's videos, right? That's 30,000 impressions that most likely won't go back to Kurzgesagt because they're not being watched directly through him. They're being watched through someone else, right? Now, I would argue that probably, I don't know, a little percentage of those people go to the rest of their videos, but the rest of them won't because they've watched one video through another person and watched the live reaction to it. So that's a bunch of other people that may have seen it on their own and given the impression to the correct person, but didn't. It's crazy. It's nuts. I've always said this, the moment anyone starts trying to react to, say, my content without actually asking for permission, I'll copyright strike it. Because it's not fair that you don't ask for permission. And if I then say no, that's it.
Given my electrical engineering background, this plan has a 97% chance of success. Pretty good, huh?
Like, it's such a scenario that, like, makes no sense, and yet for some people, for them, it makes total sense. Because the thing is, a lot of people will just see their YouTube, their Twitch, whatever, as a business. They don't see it as anything else because they make a ton of money from it. Like, you know, I don't hide this fact. I don't make a ton of money off YouTube. I don't make a ton of money off Twitch. In fact, in my lifetime on Twitch since 2017, I have made probably a tenth of what I've made on YouTube so far. Like, I've made way more money on YouTube. And that's just from my videos, right? Like, so for me, it's one of those scenarios where I still care about my Twitch, but, like, it's no longer my primary focus because I can't do as much with it, like, than I can with YouTube. I have a lot more freedom because of videos. The graphics can't play the cutscenes of Marvel Spider-Man Remastered without turning the humans into a bunch of red pixels. Oof.
Bust the thing up.
To be fair, though, what's it normally run at, like, frame rate-wise?
This job will require all 3 of our skills. The front door is locked, and you're the only one capable of climbing up to the hatch on top. Once inside, sneak down to the ground floor and let us in. We'll help you finish the job.
All right, see you on the ground floor.
$50 to $60, that's really good. Like, what processor do you have again? For integrated, that's solid. Like, solid performance for integrated graphics.
Nice climbing, Sly. You've made it up to the hatch.
So on your Windows icon on your desktop, just right-click it, go to Device Manager, and then it'll be under Processors.
Hey there, all you boys working the lighthouse. The lumberjack teams are a-coming, so make sure to practice up on your log chopping, ice wall climbing, and log rolling. This is a great event to honor those pioneering lumberjacks who paved the way. Without them, we wouldn't have the wholesale clear-cutting techniques we enjoy today. That's it. Keep your axes sharp.
Oh, that was close. Ah! What? Oh, there. Okay. I agree, especially with people like Sniper who never hardly ever give bare minimum effort to credit the people they react to. Exactly. It is very lazy content. With Twitch, though, you're limited to content just being streamed. They don't even save to your channel for long, whereas YouTube, the vids are there for many years to view. See. Exactly. So, like, the thing for me is, right, like,
Window of opportunity.
a lot of my videos, like, when they go uploaded for the first few days, don't get a lot of views. However, because they're constantly there, people will have then the option to see them. Like, people will then have the option to see them over time. No. Damn it, dude.
Get climbing, Sly. We can't keep this thing reversed forever.
I'm getting climbing.
This is heavier than it looks.
Ow. There we go. But no, with Twitch, you're very limited. Because I love Twitch as a streaming platform purely because of all the tools it gives you. And I wish YouTube would give you those tools, but they don't. Stuff like channel points and stuff, which would be really nice. It'd be a cool feature for them to give to you. So it's a shame that they don't give you anything like that, because it would be nice. But at the same time, like, YouTube's algorithm is a lot better than Twitch's. i3 10. Yeah, so it's a 10th gen i3. So it has integrated is it HD4? No, it's not HD4000. It's for the life of me, I can't remember the integration on there. But from like 10th gen onwards, integrated CPUs are actually okay for gaming. Like, then don't get me wrong, you're not going to be running anything too crazy, but at the same time, it's not really bad. Let me just have a look at what integrated graphics it has, because I don't remember off the top of my head. i3 10 100. Yeah, 4-core, 8 threads, because it has that. Hash. Yeah, 4 with the max memory channel 2. UHD graphics 630. That's it. See, when it comes to stuff like processors, I am quite loyal to AMD. I've always had more success with AMD processors than I ever did with Intel. Plus, they are worth it for the money. But the thing with Intel is they do a lot of what you've got, Trainer, which is like an integrated series, because you've got an all-in-one. All-in-ones, Intels are dominant. Like, they're so good for it.
The Murray is strong, but his fists can't punch through metal.
No problem. See that old bear down there? His name is Grizzleface. The guards ignore him because he's blind and practically nerve dead, except for his sense of smell. If that old guy smells fish, there's no stopping him. Use Grizzleface to take out the oil mains.
But I don't smell like fish, do I? How can I lure him around?
Bentley's taken up a post along the river. He'll keep tossing bombs into the water, and the fish should get blown sky high. Plenty should land near your position.
So you want me to throw a fish at the oil mains so that old Grizzleface will knock him apart?
That's the idea.
One thing that I do love, though, is how...
Might improve their odor.
Like... Oh, hello. That's lame. Boom, that works.
Nice work. Trot old Grizzleface over to the next oil main by luring him with fish.
Where's the next one? There. Oh yeah, he's following. I hasn't had much trouble since I upgraded my RAM. How much RAM have you got now? $16 gigs, which to be fair nowadays is the minimum when it comes to gaming, because you need at least 16 gigs for, well, Windows now. I'm assuming you run Windows 11, don't you? Yeah. The issue I have with Windows in general is how much RAM it hogs, because Windows takes a lot of RAM to run smoothly. Like, that's the thing. So, like, I got a massive gaming boost recently when I changed my graphics card motherboard so I could include all 32 gigs of my RAM. Because, as it stands, like, my RAM was on my RAM is on 4 sticks. So, it's not on, like, 2, it's on 4. God's sake. Lame. Gotta move. So dumb. But like, honestly, going from 16 gigs to 32 gigs of RAM, you are going to see like monstrous improvements.
Grizzleface is moving towards your position.
Where's the stupid bear? Stupid bear. Where is the thing? I don't know where it is. Oh, there he is. Hello. About bloody time. Go on. Have your way. Yeah, that's the thing. Because you have an all-in-one, it's going to be pretty much impossible to upgrade you much further than that. Because you can't change any of your main components. You can't change power supply. You can't change the motherboard. You can't change CPU because it's what... I mean, you could technically, because I think 10 and 11th gen have the same chipset. So technically, you could swap to a better CPU, but it wouldn't be by much. So is there really any point? And then... You know, graphics card, you couldn't even add one because it's an all-in-one. It doesn't have the room for you to fit a dedicated card. Personally, Trainer, what I would do is if you wanted better gaming performance, just buy an old PC from, like, a company and then just add a graphics card to it. It's the best way to do it if you are unsure of what you're doing. Boom. The jobs in this area have been well rough, I'm not gonna lie. Right, we've got a... Oh, crap. We've got a Sly job, and we've still got the Bentley job. I'll do the Bentley one first. Oh, yeah. It's still like a later down the line thing. But literally all you would have to do in that case is just buy a graphics card and just fit it. And installing a graphics card is not hard at all. It's literally one of the easiest things you can do. Because the cool thing is, like nowadays, you know, because companies are constantly upgrading their hardware, you can literally pick up like old Office Dell Optiplexes for a good price too, and just install a graphics card, and it's actually a very competent gaming computer. I did that, well, we did that for my little sister a few years ago. We bought like an old Office PC, installed a graphics card, and boom. You have like a very competent gaming PC.
Trust Murray's informant. That's the silo with the battery hidden inside.
Like, if I quickly go onto eBay over here, or some cutscene, and let's type in like Dell Optiplex.
We should be able to deplete power from the battery.
Murray's in position to help throw you out onto the boat.
Once on board, I'll hack into its steering controls and move the vessel close enough.
Like, you'd want one to fit a full-size card in, which...
Climb on top of the silo and attach the hooks. How many grappling lines will it
That one looks pretty good. Like, you could easily fit like a decent sized graphics card into that, like a 2-slot. It's 32 gig and 1 terabyte drive. It comes with an i5, which specific processor doesn't say. That's helpful. Love it when like this one, for example, comes with a 6th gen i5, which doesn't sound that good until, you know, you can add a graphics card to it. Because the thing is, like, you've got a 10th gen i3, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with a 10th gen i3.
I'm all set to throw you to that boat. These days, my aim is impeccable.
Well, are you gonna... Okay, there we go. Thank you. Ah!
Now to hack the steering controls.
Oh no, not more hacking. Lame. Oh. Okay. Oh. Boom.
Nice work hacking the autopilot. That boat's heading into position. I'm already on top of the silo. Shoot the grappling hook up to me, and I'll make sure it gets attached to the battery.
Okay. Where is Sly? Oh, there he is. Seriously?
The hook's in place. You guys should head out for another boat before anyone picks up on what we're doing.
That'd be great if I knew how to get off this thing. There we go. Next boat's over there. Meow. For those who have seen stuff on the Switch too, what do you guys think to it so far? Oh, has the price been announced yet? I hadn't seen that.
The second hook's in place. One more grapple line.
Perfect.
The thing will be on empty.
If it's been announced officially, I know the speculations. What are the speculations?
I was wondering what happened to that guy. Guess he just prefers to be frozen.
I'm good in more of a console to obsolete then upgrade. Touche. See, one of the rumors I heard is about a big Zelda collection of remakes going to the Switch. Well, Switch 2, which I would be very interested in. Oh my god. Oh. This is so harsh. Oh my god. Gotta take you out, gotta take you out, gotta take you out. Thank you. lame, dude. I don't think it'll be around 500. There's no way. Like, people have gone from the Switch 1, which was, what, 350, I think, at launch? It was decently cheap. I doubt they're going to make you pay that much for it. If there's different size variants in terms of storage, then I guess, but unless they're offering, like, 500 gig of space, which for a Nintendo console is absolutely unheard of. Dang it. People are speculating this because of Nintendo saying it should be on the level of PS4. Yeah, but that's not even current gen anymore. That's my issue. Like, don't get me wrong, like, what I was kind of hoping for with the Switch 2 is that it would improve a bunch of older Switch games like Tears of the Kingdom to run at about 60 FPS, because they could do that now, because the hardware is not as restricted. They probably won't, but they could. Lame.
That did it. With the battery chamber empty, we'll be all set to move in.
Right, so now it's just Sly's mission. How do I get back? Oh, that way. Stupid. I was brought up in a house where I was told that most of me do. I didn't even get a PS4 till 2017 when they stopped games for 3 and wanted Sims 4. That's fair enough. That's absolutely fair enough. I haven't been told what FPS it'll be at, but people are already... If it's not going to be a minimum 60 FPS, then I don't know what Nintendo are doing, because I'm not being funny, but it's now getting to the point where people have expectations, even from Nintendo. Like, don't get me wrong, Nintendo consoles, haven't always had the most power, but that's because they never needed to, because, you know, Nintendo's games have always been at a lower spec. So they make use of what hardware they have. And to be fair, for first-party Nintendo titles, usually it's fine. There's a few exceptions, but usually it's fine. Whereas, like, for Nintendo suffers from third-party games. Stuff like Apex Legends on the Switch is unplayable because it's at 30 FPS. You're at such a disadvantage, and the game feels like such a slog. The game feels like a third of the speed of any other console, which it shouldn't do. It should only be half, but it feels worse. Because nowadays, 30 FPS for newer games just isn't enough. Like I said, first-party Nintendo games don't really suffer that much, but it is the third-party ones that really suffer. And if Nintendo want to corner the market on it, they need to do something, because otherwise they're going to lose the majority of their player base. Games like Hogwarts Legacy, which I have no idea how it can run on the Switch. Oh, it probably runs poorly. I've not seen much gameplay on it, so I can't comment. But it's a third-party game on the Switch. You know it's locked to 30 FPS. And I probably assume because of that, the controls don't feel very smooth at all. Can't say for definite, but it's definitely a possibility. But this is the thing. It's like, you know, games like, you know, a recent game from Nintendo on the Switch is Echoes of Wisdom that came out in, what was it, October, November? I remember the exact month it came out in. It's October, November it came out, right? Okay, don't know what on earth I'm doing. I'm inside the wall, but okay, it worked. I'm not gonna complain, it worked, but how the heck was I inside the wall like that? Okay, cool. Dude, can I steal? Can't steal. Lame. No nugget. Medium nugget. Okay, cool. I will also take some of that action. Nope. What am I doing in here? What am I actually doing in here? That's why they have an advantage with the Animal Crossing, Kirby, Pokemon, other things. No, exactly. Like, and Nintendo have a hardcore player base and have done for many, many years because of those franchises that they just have a stranglehold over, which is fine. I wouldn't want anyone other than Nintendo making my Zelda games because we've seen what happens when they don't make them. Don't get me wrong, not every Zelda game's perfect, but the majority of them are actually really solid because Nintendo directly developed them. So what am I doing? I'm lost. Where am I going? Oh, it's on top. I'm supposed to go, not in there. Oh my god. Really, dude? Lame. People, oh, but people are already like, Pokemon Switch 2 better never lag. It's, yeah, right, okay. But not mess with those crazy avid Pokemon fans. They have claws. Yeah, like, the problem is, like, you know, Game Freak are a company that worked with Nintendo for a very long time. Like, they should know by now what Nintendo's limitations are.
Swim a half a mile through freezing water.
Why swim when you can paraglide? With the oil mains all destroyed, the pent-up combustible materials have just caught fire.
I see. The updraft created by the flames should give me some extra altitude.
Just make sure to stay out of the fire. Get too close and old Grizzleface will be eating barbecued raccoon for dinner.
That's a charming image, Bentley.
Use the updraft. Where am I going? I don't even know where I'm going. Where am I going? The problem is we can't say for certain what the next set of games are going to be like quality-wise. I mean, I've already reserved that I won't be buying the next Pokemon game, not until I see it's come out with little to no issues, or they fix them fast. They're my requirements. In order for me to actually get the next Pokemon, mainline Pokemon game, that's what they gotta do.
Watch out for those eagles, they don't look friendly.
No, they don't. What? Heroes never learned. The crazy Pokemon stand scare me. They actually hits. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I get it being loyal to a franchise that you love so much. Like, I totally get it. Like, I'm very loyal to the Zelda series, you know, because they've brought me so many great games over the years. Like, being loyal to a franchise is nothing to be ashamed of. Like, if there's a franchise you love, go for it. Like, some people may love Call of Duty to death, and that's okay. I don't love every game, but I love some of them. Like, but, you know, I'd say I love 90% of Zelda games. Don't get me wrong, each game usually has their issues. But even then, like, they're still, to me, more than good enough. The thing is, like, Pokemon is a series that's had a bunch of great games. Some not so good ones, but a bunch of good ones. Then Scarlet and Violet came out, and it's like, welcome to Glitch Paradise, guys. By the way, we're going to spend 6 months fixing it because the game came out way ahead of time. That cool? So you can pay for our game now, and we'll fix it later. No issue. Have fun. Great. Because I love watching people spend money on games that are sort of like a buy now, pay later thing.
They don't look friendly.
Well, so do I, but I wouldn't put into the stuff I've seen. No, exactly. Like, it's okay for everyone to not have the same opinion on video games. Like, some people don't like games like Fortnite. Fine. Like, if you're not a fan of the game, you're not a fan of the game.
You could get that eagle egg back to the safe house. We'll be all set for the lumberjack games.
And how am I getting back? I guess we'll do this. Okay, yeah, that's how we're getting back. Dude. My dude, get on there! Jesus Christ! Too bad for Poketubers, they get death threats if they do a game. It's bad. Like, I've always said that Pokemon has... Oh. I've always said that Pokemon has always had one of the most toxic fan bases, because it does. They are by far the most toxic. I would argue the most toxic in gaming.
The lumberjack games are upon us.
Other than games like Overwatch. Overwatch is stupid.
Guide, none of us are skilled enough to beat Jean Basson at his own game. So, though it pains me to say it, we'll have to cheat. Murray, you'll participate in the power log chopping competition. Get us a good score, and then let Basson up for his turn. While he's chopping, I'll sneak the eagle egg into his trousers, and the protective parents should disturb his axe swings. Sly, given your ascension skills, I've signed you up for the ice wall climb. We'll keep Basson from beating your score by pulling him off the wall with some nearby grappling lines.
But I don't get me wrong, like I said, I understand having loyalty to a game series that you've loved for so long. Totally get it. Like, there's no reason for you to not be loyal, especially if, you know, you've loved the majority of what they've got. But it's no reason to get mad at other people for not liking it. Like, people can tell me they don't like Zelda, I'm like, okay, cool, what's your opinion? Like, I'm not gonna say, you know, you're
That's one
Shouldn't
fair
like it.
payout.
Like, you know, if you don't want to like it, you don't want to like it. But it's also kind of like, I'll play as Bentley for the fun. But it's kind of like with,
Okay, guys, let's head
with
down
the
this
games I
hill.
love. Like, people are okay to not like them.
Sly, try to keep a low profile when we get close. We don't want him to recognize you. Excuse me, sir. We humble lumberjacks would like to participate in your lumberjack games.
Think you got what it takes to win the Clockwerk Talons, eh? Well, I'm sure enough gonna let you play, so long as you pay the entry fee.
Much obliged, partner. We'll, just take our positions for the competition.
Enjoy the moment while you think you still got a chance. It's as close to winning as you'll ever get. This year's first event will be a power chopping contest.
Okay.
Not like anyone's ever gonna beat my record, but let them try. Not bad, Hippo. But watch and
Probably an unwanted poster is for people's minds for saying Charizard and Pikachu are the most overrated mascots to ever exist. Oh, they are. 100% they are.
Okay, Bentley, you're on. Plant the eagle egg on Basan, and the angry eagle parent should swoop in and throw off his axe timing.
Well. That's the thing. Like, Pikachu and Charizard are definitely the two most overrated Pokemon. No question. They are the most overrated. Don't get me wrong. Are they both good? Yes. Are they both that good? No. The only thing that really makes Pikachu good is two things. One, it's typing. It's pure electric, meaning it only has one weakness. And the second thing is if you make it hold a light ball, it is pretty strong. However, there are other electric types that I would put higher because they do a lot more. As for Charizard, it has a bunch of weaknesses, including one major weakness to the rock typing. How anyone would put that above a lot of other fire types, I don't know. There are a lot of other fire types that I would argue are just stronger. Even with its two Mega Evolutions. Oh, for God's sake! Why can't I jump? That's cool, go. Catch you later, bro. There we go. Hey, Jacob, how's it going, bro?
what? I think you better rethink them scores, boys. What you intended to give me was perfect tens, right? So your pink friend knows how to handle an axe. Let's see how you handle a vertical wall of ice.
Within the time limit. Okay. Lame.
That sad cane of yours isn't helping you any.
Nice. What are you up to, Jacob? Dude, get on the wall.
Pretty good for a scrawny raccoon. Now, watch and learn as I...
Ooh, nice. Starting from fresh, so you already got a game made for it.
Hurry! Use those grapples to hook onto Bison. You will need to hook him with all 3 lines to pull him off the wall.
Lame.
Oh, that's one of the best times I've ever had.
You don't get a lot of time, do you? Oh. That's one. Oh my god, really? It was just an inch off. Hey, Philip, how's it going? You okay? Got him.
It seems you have pulled the wrong cards again.
Oh, did I?
Did I ever tell any of you the story about the judge from last year's competition who mistakenly...
Do you know okay? Who's okay?
Other than 10? I see we're tied with only one event to go. Unfortunately for you, I've saved my best event for the last. The spinning log competition.
Ooh.
It looks easy enough. I just need to stay out of the water.
Okay. So I've basically got to stay on the... Crap. I was about to say on the logs, but okay.
Move fast enough.
Fine. Be that way. Come on. No. Damn it.
Legs of yours just can't move fast enough.
Damn, dude. Okay, how's that going?
You're one lucky turtle. I'll give you that.
Oh, nice one. How many packs you unlocked?
Watch how a skilled log roller does it.
Oh my god, run down a duck. How's it going, Ryan? You okay?
Those judges so intimidated, there's no way he can lose.
You're right, Murray. Those guys need to go. Okay, I'm just making this up on the fly, but what if I were to lure the judges one by one into that cave? Once inside, you two will knock them out and take their clothes.
Ingenious! When all three judges have been restrained, we'll be able to don our disguises and take their place at the judges' table. Sly, you can use the alarm clock gadget to distract the judges and lure them into the cave.
Okay.
Great plan, Sly, but you'll have to move fast. Once John Bisson finishes the log rolling event, the gig is up.
Oh, so we have to do it really quickly too. Okay. Right, so how do I use the alarm clock? I put it on L1. Right, so I've got to... Dude, no! Really? Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Alright, this is gonna be annoying. Alright, that's one. Lol. Bentley in that disguise, oh my god. Right, two. Nice. Okay, that did it instantly. Cool.
What? I thought I warned you judges about the consequences for
Welp.
correct scores. Wait a second. You aren't the judges I hired. It's the scrawny raccoon and his annoying friends. Well, if you want the talent, then why don't you just take them?
Welp. Oh, mate, get clobbered.
Oh, my aching head. Those talons really pack a punch. Sly! Murray! Wake up!
Yeah, I'm awake, but not so loud. I have a splitting headache.
Ooh.
Where are we? What's going on?
This looks like the sawmill control room. Bisson must have thrown us in here for interrogation later. I, for one, would like to escape before he returns.
It looks like we're pretty well sealed in here. Unless
Unless what?
you can fit through that hole.
I think I could squeeze through there. I'll drop down and try to free you guys from the outside.
Oh god.
If there's any trouble, I'll call with this walkie-talkie. You might be able to help me with these sawmill controls.
While you guys do that, I'll try prying open that steel door. Given enough time, I might be able to make some progress.
Okay, fine.
Sounds like a plan. Good luck, Bentley, and remember to shout if I can help you from up here.
Okay, so that's gonna drop me off down here.
Bentley, you okay? I can't see you from in here, but I heard the fall.
I'll be fine. Just give me a moment to catch my breath.
Ah, crap.
Well, now, Candy Britches. I should have
7?
puny turtle like you'd find a rat hole to squirm through.
I believe this is chapter 7.
I just dropped my glasses, had to come pick 'em up.
I ain't like you, boy. I ain't stupid.
I ain't stupid.
Me and my boys paid a visit to your hideout and found all them clockwork parts. Lucky thing, too. Arpeggio is willing to plunk down a king's ransom for the whole lot. I even threw in the talons.
You sold all the clockwork parts? Arpeggio has them all?
I wouldn't expect one of your kind to understand the finer points of commerce. You turtles are too stupid to know a woodcutter from a woodchuck.
Damn.
That's it. Time I showed you just how stupid we turtles really are. Sly, on my command.
I hear ya.
Prepare yourself, Bisson. En garde.
Okay, Walnut. Get ready for a smushin'.
Get ready for
Lever I should pull.
Blades, blades.
Right, that's flames.
Okay.
Oh,
Fire.
On it.
Blades, blades.
oh.
There you go.
Let 'em go.
Right, okay. The flames.
Sizzle and dizzle.
Uh-huh.
Flame 'em.
All right.
Oops.
Fire.
Done.
Keep walking into the stupid water. Ah! Leave me alone.
Sauce.
That saw's crap.
Sauce.
Come on in here, boys. Let's get this varmint.
Ah, crap.
Logs.
Bam!
Logs. Logs.
How's that?
Logs.
10-4.
Sizzle and dizzle.
Ouch, I ran into it.
Like I'm tougher than you are clever.
Why can't you swim? You're a turtle. That's a good question.
Call out which lever I should pull.
But then again,
Sauce.
wrong. I keep forgetting that that's. There we go.
Logs.
Okay.
Flame 'em. Let 'em go.
Wrong button.
Blades. Fire.
Ah! Well, at least I got him too.
Log. Log.
Come on in here, boys. Let's get
Boss fight. Let's do it. Come on, Bisson.
Log away.
10-4.
Sizzle and dizzle.
Oh.
Flames.
Oh my god, I ran straight into it again.
Let 'em go.
All right.
Burn turtle ninja.
Sauce.
On it.
Health. Give me. I need it. Ow, wrong button. For God's sake, it's so hard to remember the button combos.
Victor.
Damn it, dude. Right. Fire. Blades.
Saw blades.
Bam!
Sauce. Sauce. Log drop.
10-4.
Okay, think I've got it.
Blades. Blades.
All right.
Log. Log.
Come on in here, boys.
It's hard when you can't see in front of you right. Exactly, that's another problem. You run straight into the bloody things. Ah, what? Lame.
Sauce.
There you go. On it. Okay.
Hanging. Hey, Philip, thank you. Ah!
Fire! Log drop.
My God.
Sauce?
Leave me alone.
Okay,
Come on, Bison.
Cook 'em.
on it.
Cook 'em.
Eat dynamite, turtle.
Oh, God. I'm gonna eat dynamite. Oh, my God, he's throwing.
Logs.
Done.
Blaze.
There you go.
Sauce.
Yep.
Cook 'em.
Come out, boys. Let's get to killing.
My dude, stop with the ducks.
10-4.
Blaze.
All right.
Nope.
Flames.
Uh-huh.
Logs.
10-4.
I think I got him. Let's go. Woo!
I've been done in by some four-eyed turtle. Times have changed.
Once again, Brains trying
Flaming
to
heck.
overrun.
That was a pretty rough boss fight, but only really because you can't really see in front of you that much.
Don't forget about me.
You did a great job opening that door, Murray.
Thanks.
I don't understand why Murray couldn't beat the crap out of him. Like, why couldn't Murray do it?
Arpeggios carrier blimp will arrive to pick up the Northern Light battery in exactly 1 minute.
Okay, enough patting our
Exactly right, Jade.
If we're going to get the Clockwerk parts back, we need to get onto that blimp.
Okay, on the blimp we go.
If we run, we can make it.
Enough talk. Let's move.
Let's move. Damn it. Ooh.
Shake a leg. That blimp's on its way.
Where are we going? Okay. We don't have too long. Let's go. Run. Run away. That was easy. On you guys go. Boing. Right. That completes this chapter. Damn, dude. Dun 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 dun.
As we shut ourselves into the Northern Light battery, it became black. For a few long minutes, we just sat there in darkness.
Not the
No one dared to
darkness.
stop for fear that Jean Bisson's men might discover
Oh,
where we
no.
were hiding. Time seemed to have stopped, and then we felt it. We were being lifted up to Arpeggio's blimp. It was all so strange. The focus of all our
Do do
schemes
do
had been
do do
stolen
do
from
do
us.
do
Our
do
Clockwerk parts were
do
gone.
do 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 do
Looking around the inside of the battery, I knew we all felt it. Failure. I was twitchy and ready for action. Any action. Bentley tried to make some sense of the situation by drawing up meaningless plans. But Murray took it the worst. He just sat there sobbing while the team van floated away over the horizon. That van was his life. I knew I'd have to find a way to make it up to him.
Let's go. Episode 8. Anatomy for Disaster. Let's do it.
There we were, heading east across the Atlantic Ocean, stowaways on a giant airborne fortress. Though time was short, we made sure to study up on our unknowing host, Arpeggio. While attending a prestigious boarding school, the young Arpeggio excelled in all subjects, but he never managed to keep up with the other boys physically. Sadly, his wings, due to their small size, were useless for flight. Furious at his feeble body, he focused his powerful mind to search for a cure in the works of the Italian Renaissance masters. Their notebooks provided the springboard for this sinister young genius, and it wasn't long before the Claw Gang took him on as chief inventor. His talents must have been at work repurposing all the Clockwerk parts for their criminal schemes. And now this mastermind is in possession of all the parts. It's only a matter of time before he puts them back together. And when that happens, well, I'm not gonna let that happen.
Sly and the gang in Anatomy for Disaster. Well, I believe this is the final chapter. Let me double check with trophies in a minute. Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's 8. So this is the final episode. Nice, not too bad. Let me guess, 30 bottles. Yeah, I knew it. Right, but that is going to be it for today, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow where hopefully we'll finish this game off. So then next week I can start a randomizer series. But if you want to see more like this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on notifications. Don't forget to join me on my socials. Those are linked down below. And don't forget, you can also support the channel further by becoming a channel member from as little as 99 pence per month. If you're watching this on Twitch, don't forget to follow. I'll catch you guys in the next one.